So SummerSlam was a night to remember. I was watching it. I was very fortunate to be able to watch it. One of the greatest SummerSlams I've seen in quite some time. Now, I don't know what's the bigger story. We obviously know Roman return was phenomenal, and I loved Roman's return. Roman's return, I was anticipating it so much, but Roman outside of Roman's return, I don't know what was worse, in a sense of it being so good, you know, Balor betraying Priest or Liv Morgan stealing Dom from Rhea Ripley and Dom costing Rhea the championship and Finn costing Damian the championship. But this is my, review of SummerSlam 2024. Biggest event of the summer for a reason. So let's get down to it. Liv versus Rhea for the women's championship. Rhea walks out with Dom. And it was a good match, I liked it, very crucial. You could see the animosity between both superstars, in the feud. But honestly, let's be real here. I didn't think Dom was going to turn on Rhea because he tried to help her at first. He said, you can't win this way. You can't win this way. And then slides the chair in, distracts the ref, and gives Liv the advantage, just like he did with Becky Lynch. And then the kiss of the night, the kiss heard around the world. I bet you Dom's wife is in shambles right now while he's working. But, yeah, Liv Morgan was one of the few champions to keep her title. And then Braun Breaker versus Sami Zayn. I honestly thought Sammy Hogan was going to win and Braun Breaker was going to just look dominant as he always does. But to see him put Sammy away and become the new Intercontinental Champion, I would love to see who's going to take the belt off of him. Possibly a Ilya Dragunov, or if it's going to be, someone by the likes of like Sheamus, so he can become a Grand Slam champion. I don't know who would take the championship off of Braun Breaker, and I'm very happy that Braun Breaker won. Not because I hate Sammy, it's just, to see title changes is very exciting as a wrestling fan. And then we got to get to this match. Gunther, Priest. Now, it was a very hard-fought match. I like the physicality in it. I like that any Gunther match is physical and you see the hits. You see the big blows back and forth. But I knew this was going to go one or two ways. As soon as I saw Finn, I figured Damian was going to win and Damian would get mad at Finn for interfering and Finn would turn on Damian because Damian's been up his ass for the past, 2 months, 3 months possibly. But no, he just said, screw it. I'm going to screw you out of this whole belt. And sat up, put Gunther's leg on the rope. And once Damian realized what happened, he ended up trying to go after Balor, and it cost him the belt. I was excited to see that, to see the implode of a Judgment Day. It makes you wonder what direction they're going to go when Monday Night Raw hits tomorrow. I loved it. I loved it 100%. It was something that I was excited about. I honestly do. I didn't think that they would both turn in the same night. I thought Dom was going to stick with Rhea and Finn was just going to betray Damian. but they both turned. Dom's was a bigger of a shock given the history between him and Rhea versus the brief history between him and Liv recently. But yeah, I would love to see this Gunther run though. Gunther, he's he's a top notch guy there. Like for him to not have lost, you know, that many times since being in WWE. I think he's only been pinned 5 times. But he's actually their top notch guy there right now, outside of like Rollins, McIntyre, stuff of that nature. But I would love to see who Gunther defends his title against, and I would like to see him have a lengthy run, up until Bad Blood, or if we can do, up until the Royal Rumble, or whatever is going to be in December. I would love a Gunther run. And then we got to talk about possibly, you know, another segment into this bloodline story. Cody Rhodes versus Solo Sikoa. Now, we all probably expected, Owens and Randy to come out. We all expected the Tamas to come out and Fatu to come out. But to have this, storyline for so long and for it to be so cinema, I love the bloodline story. It's entertaining. It's something that when I'm at work, I just keep watching Roman Reigns promos, him shoving the Usos in the face and, the whole Sami Zayn stitch, I just like it. I love it. And to still have Cody Rhodes in the mix, they're not leaving him alone until they bring that title back home. But now you have bigger problems, Solo. Now you got Owens and Randy at your neck. And then you got Roman at your neck right now. And I thought the crowd knew something last night that I didn't, because they started yeeting. And I thought Jay was going to come out. I thought there were some reports that he was going to come out I didn't see and the fans knew. But I liked it. I loved it. And I loved Roman's return in that he just kind of stared down Solo the whole entire time. He briefly looked at Cody before attacking Solo. And I love the expression on Solo's face because he's like, man, this has been a hard fought match. And I thought Solo wrestled pretty good. A lot of Samoan drops, but I think Solo did pretty good last night. A lot of people hate Solo. I like Solo. He's starting to grow on me a lot now that I've actually seen him, wrestle. And he wrestled pretty well last night. But the Roman Reigns return obviously took the cake. We all know Dom and Liv took the cake too. Those are like the top 2 moments of the night. And then you can add, Finn betraying Priest and then Gunther winning the title. I just love SummerSlam last night. I don't know if WrestleMania 31 or SummerSlam last night was my favorite. Those are like top 2 that I actually got to witness. Let me know what y'all think down below. Let me know. SummerSlam was a jam-packed show. But let me know what y'all think down in the comments. But before you do that, let's talk about one of the best underrated storylines in the WWE, which was Logan Paul and LA Knight. 2 big personalities in 2 different ways. And to have LA Knight as the face and Logan Paul as the heel, top tier comedy. When Logan Paul called LA Knight Sean, I laughed. He sounded just like, Logan. And they're letting Logan be Logan as a heel, and it's worked out for them so far. I didn't think I would like Logan Paul as a wrestler, but he's very, very entertaining as a heel. But to see him go against LA Knight and lose his championship, walking out with Machine Gun Kelly, having the brass knuckles, phenomenal match by them. Phenomenal match. But LA Knight takes the cake and ends up taking the U.S. Championship along with destroying the Prime vehicle. Jam-packed show. Loved it. One of the best, SummerSlams in a while. Probably one of the top 10 all time. And, just, moments in history. But I'll see y'all in the next video. Again, tell me what y'all think of SummerSlam. I just told y'all what I think. But hey, I want to know what y'all think. So let me know in the comments.